here at Courtyard Village. We have an old friend of a friend from childhood that she never knew, but lived out here for a long time. We have some new friends that she's made here. We have family here. We have our friends, and we have our adopted family as well. And I just want to thank everyone for coming here for this wonderfully special event. My name is Rory, if nobody knows that, by the way. I am the son of Sonny. I don't know how you do that.
Son of the Queen. Can you hear, Mom?
Yeah.
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear.
So I'm going to start this toast the way that I start many of my conversations with Mom. Mom, do you have your hearing aids in?
No, I don't.
All right. So today, Mom, you are 32,872 and a half days old.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Are you sure now?
yeah, I'm quite sure.
Have you checked your math?
Oh yeah, I've checked my math. We have a math guy here who can collaborate that later. So 90 doesn't really sound so old, does it? So 90 doesn't sound so old, does it?
No.
No. So I want to share some life lessons you have taught me.
Really? Sure it's okay?
Yeah, it's PC.
Oh, all right.
You have been supportive of me during dark times and cheered me on during good times. You showed me that even when life throws you a curveball and life can change on a dime, you have to just keep marching on. When Dad died, I was 10 years old and Dory was 13, and you were a homemaker. You didn't even have a driver's license, and you got up and you ended up getting a driver's license and went to college. You were taking college classes and you never even had them with people who were going to medical school, and you ended up getting a degree as a vocational rehabilitation counselor. You taught me that despite difficult times, you can move ahead and better yourself and better those around you. You taught me honesty. You taught me honesty, hard work, and persistence as you raised Dory and I. So I've been researching this subject as a physician. I've done extensive medical research in advance of your 90th birthday, and I came across a study that was really interesting. And so here's my medical advice based on this research. Eat as much birthday cake as you want. It's good for you. Yeah, scientifically proven, because studies have shown that the more birthday cakes you eat, the longer you have lived. Yeah. So I hope your birthday brings you an abundance of happiness and love.
Of course. Look at me. Look how lucky I am. How could I not be? I mean, I'm so lucky. I am so blessed by so many wonderful people. My cup runs over. I don't know.
Well, mazel tov. Cheers with our glass.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank Rory and Nancy for this beautiful celebration of Mom's 90th birthday party. So let's give a hand for that. Thanks so much, Rory and Nancy.
Our pleasure.
Mom. Mom, today you are 90 years old. You've seen 16 presidents, starting with Calvin Coolidge.
You obviously don't remember it.
Good. I don't remember.
born the same year as you was Mickey Mouse. Wow, you are old.
Thanks a lot.
You have been through so much, and still, you are so resilient and continue to be beautiful inside and out.
Thank you, Dory.
So let's talk about what you've been through. You were a depression baby, and 10 years of that, starting the year after you were born, certainly made an impact. Doesn't it? Did you hear what I said?
No.
You were a depression
Yeah, I
baby.
heard that.
And 10 years of that, starting the year after you were born,
Right.
certainly made an impact.
Right.
Mom, doesn't that explain why you're sometimes depressed? And then your mom died when you were 14 years old. Wow. You were determined at that young age to be strong. And that's why you are known, even as far away as Italy, as a stronger woman. But that's a story for another day, folks. You lived through World War II, but what was most impressive was that you were right there with Franklin D. Roosevelt discussing what should have been included in the GI Bill of Rights for World War II veterans in 1944.
What?
I made that up. But that's something Mom would have done.
I wasn't there.
But you would have done it.
I would have, I guess.
You would have
I
done.
don't know, maybe.
Then you met and married your first love of your life, our father, who loved and played jazz. On your first date with Dad, he took you to a jazz club, and you were wondering why he even took you there, as he was mesmerized with the band and probably forgot you were there.
Right.
But then you went on to have some fabulous dates. From seeing Red Shoes, going to New York City, and also Atlantic City, spending time on the famous boardwalk. And that was back in the day when everyone dressed up. What a sight that must have been. Lo and behold, you and Dad gave birth to two little monsters.
Only one, really.
I remember you telling me about taking us to a photography studio for professional pictures, and we ran around the place destroying everything in sight.
Well, I remember that.
Sorry, Mom. We belonged to the Buena Vista Swim Club on the weekends. To get there, there was a 5-way stop sign. Rather than wait, you could avoid it by making a left-hand turn and driving through an old deserted gas station. So every week, Dad would make a left-hand turn into the gas station, pull up to it, wait a minute and say the same line. I guess they're out of gas, so we should go. And we would all laugh. But then sadness and disbelief came into our life when Dad was taken away from us. And we've never forgotten that. He taught us so many things, including how to have fun. After that, you went back to school and enrolled in a very special program that resulted in you receiving a bachelor's degree in mental health technology. It was part of the medical school with only 20 students. Every week you schlepped to Uncle Max's house, who was a mathematician, so you could pass the new math course. That determination, again, of you being a stronger woman was always there. After graduating, you worked in rehab, helping others sharpen their skills and find jobs. Mom, you worked with quadriplegics and paraplegics.
I did.
What a heart you have.
Try.
Later in life, you met your match and married Don, who was a wonderful artist and the second love of your life. Because of Don's interest in talent and art, you found out about a wonderful program in Philadelphia called Art Goes to School, where you studied various paintings and then went to elementary schools and taught children about art. I don't know who enjoyed it more, you or the children.
Both.
I loved hearing all your stories about the kids and how they would ask questions and couldn't get enough. You went on to do that for over 12, I think it was 12 years, 14 years?
14.
14, and met and formed some wonderful friendships with the women in the group.
Yes, I did.
Mom, all you ever wanted was for me to be happy and find my man. You were so happy when I met my soulmate, Scott.
Where is he?
Right there, filming. He left. He had another engagement. You were so happy when I met my soulmate, Scott, who has so many characteristics like Dad. Brilliant, funny, loves music, and that sensitivity that made Dad so special.
That's
We
very
both
true.
know it had to be Dad in heaven, putting Scott and I together.
Very true.
Some of your most important and influential qualities have been your heart and sensitivities to others. You always paid attention to detail, resulting in finding solutions to problems and getting to the bottom of things, which has helped me in my life to dig deeper, always dig deeper. You taught me about fashion and manners. You're always interested in other people and their lives. But the main theme that has always run throughout your life is never give up. I am so proud to call you my mom.
Oh, Dory.
Thanks for being you.
Oh,
Well, we have lunch here. People can go ahead and be start a line, please.